sanitizer. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be an exciting video. I went and I got the Makeup by Mario makeup collection. I got 2 of the eyeshadow palettes, so we are going to play in a bunch of makeup today. I also got the One Size by Patrick Starr, so we are going to put this on and then put it to the test and take it all off. So yes, if you want to see how all of this makeup performs, especially the Makeup by Mario palettes, then just keep on watching. Alright, so first things first, we are going to prime the skin. So we are going to try this setting spray again, and I thought I would pair it with the primer this time to see how it feels and if it holds up better. So I'm already moisturized. We're going to do the brows first, and I'm going to speed through that, and I will also have it linked in the cards so that you can watch my brow tutorial. But I will be using the Precisely My Brow and then the Got To Be glue to shape my brows and place them on. And yeah, so I will speed through this and then we'll come back and prep the skin and prime the skin and get that done. And we're going to take, I want to retry this out, and this is the Born to Glow Concealer by NYX. So we're going to continue to test this out, and I'm using Mahogany and Warm Honey. Next, I'm going to go into the face, and I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer so we can get the foundation and concealer and powders on. So let's get up close and personal for the skin. Alright, so to start off, we are going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and we are going to apply this all over the skin to help lock in and give a smooth texture and hydrated look to the foundation. So I'm going to do about 1 to 2 pumps, and I'm going to blend this in to the skin, and we're going to start in the center of the face. Now I am normal to dry, so I really don't have any issues with my makeup leaving throughout the day. So I'm not the one that touches up. I don't have to touch up. So I don't have any problems with my makeup slipping or fading throughout the day. I don't have those issues. So yeah. Next, we're going to go in with the NARS Soft Matte Foundation, and I am using the shade New Caledonia. This is a soft matte foundation, and this is my second time trying it out. The first time I feel like it might have oxidized a little bit throughout the day and turned a little gray. So I did want to try it again to give it another chance with a different primer and see if that helps. We're also going to be using the new sponge from the Makeup Eraser to apply this foundation. This one is actually very, very soft. The claims on it says it's machine washable, non-toxic dye, no special cleaners needed, reusable, lasts up to 6 months. You can use this wet or dry, and it saves you money. So this is how it came in this little package, and this is what you use to put the sponge in to wash it in the washing machine. This says it's good for concealer, under eye touch-ups and blending, powder, baking, contouring, and highlighting, foundation, liquid cream, or foundation, liquid cream, and powder, and its durable design, threaded to withstand the spin, tumble, and heat of the washer and dryer. So yes, I'm going to try this with the foundation and see how it applies. I'm trying to use this viewfinder for this, but it's not going to work, so I'm going to need to get in here. And this seems to start off as my perfect shade, so we shall see. So next we're going to go in with the NYX Born to Glow Concealer, and this again is my second time trying this with this foundation. I wanted to see how it works yet again because when I initially tried it, it was gorgeous. So we're going to try it again and see how it goes. So I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, in the center of my forehead, and then blend it out just a little. So again, the colors are Mahogany and Warm Honey. So thus far, I love this combo of the NARS foundation and then the Born to Glow concealer by NYX. It is so super pretty on the skin. It lays beautifully, and yeah, so I still love this combo. I just want to see how it sets throughout the rest of the day, well, the night, to make sure it doesn't turn gray. So the thing that I did different this time than the last is I did pull a little bit more of the concealer on my top lip to balance out and cancel out that shadow, because last time I did it, I feel like it looked like I had a little mustache and I got a little piece fudge, but I ain't had that much. So yes, now we're going to do cream bronzer, and for that I'm going to use the Black Opal bronzer, not bronzer, I'm sorry, the Black Opal foundation stick in Brown Ebony, and I'm also going to use this with a Beauty Blender sponge, and then blend it out in my natural areas that I contour, which is going to be around the forehead, cheeks, and such, but I'm also going to apply it on the sponge and not do it directly to the skin because I want it a little softer. So I'm going to start from the, I always start from the back of my ears and pull it forward. I'm also going to take the Black Opal foundation in Black Walnut and contour a little bit more, and I'm going to do it the same way, just on the other side of the sponge, and place it in the hollows of my cheeks, underneath my jawline, and around my forehead. But I'm putting it on the sponge and then doing it. So I'm not placing this one as far down as we did the first one, just slightly. I'm also going to take the Black Walnut, and we're going to cream contour the center of our, well, we're going to cream contour our nose very slightly, and we're going to be using, I cannot talk. We're going to be using a Sephora blending crease brush. What is this? Precision shader brush. So just a little bit. Use the brush, and we are going to just stamp this contour alongside the nose. I'm going to go a little bit thinner in the center, and I always brush it through my brows so it looks like it connects. Then I'm going to take my sponge, and we are going to go back over and blend out the concealer to make everything seamless so it matches up with the contour and cream bronzer, and you do not see where it starts and stops. We want to see just shadows and sculpt and dimension. We don't want to see where the colors start and stop. So you want to make sure you pinch your sponge and go along your bridge. Take the butt of the sponge and go over, pinch it and go over the contour area, because it has the rest of your foundation left over, so it will soften it so it's not so harsh, like that. So now we have a snatched face. I'm also going to take the butt of the sponge and go underneath the contour to slightly clean it up, but keep the sculpt. For powder, we are going to still keep it old school and use the Huda Beauty powder in Kunoff, and we are going to set everywhere we have the concealer placed to brighten. Next, we're going to take the sponge, again, dip it into the Kunoff powder, tap off the excess, and press underneath my eyes. You know, guys know I do not bake. I just press the powder in until it disappears, and then we're done. You also want to press the powder alongside of your nose. To give it the reverse contoured look. Pinch it for the nose and press it down the center. Brush off the excess to keep the contour seamless. And press the powder away. A little bit through my forehead. Now, if you are oily, you want to make sure you really take this time out to set all of the areas that you get oily. I am not oily, so that's why I kind of lightly set and just press the powder in. If you are oily, you want to make sure you can bake if you choose. It just pulls the oils out of the product. But you want to make sure you take time to set the areas that you naturally get oily in throughout the day. So, on to the fun part. We are going to be going into the Makeup by Mario palette, and we are about to, I don't know if I want to do like a dramatic look, but I think, or if I want to do something subtle, but we're going to jump into the eyeshadow palette. So I brought two of his palettes, and the first one that I got was the mattes. This is called the Master Mattes, and he does not have names for them. He just has them numbered 1 through 12, which I think is very creative. The packaging looks like this. Kind of see it. It's just white packaging, and then it has his name by Mario on the bottom left corner. So the first palette that I got was the Master Mattes, and they look like this. Super pretty neutral. This definitely looks like a palette that you can take it with you anywhere and create any type of natural nude smoky eye. You could do a lot with this palette. So I'm very impressed, and I really like this palette. And then the second palette I got, I went into the store specifically for the Master Mattes. Then I got in and I saw it in person, and I saw, so gorgeous. I saw these. So these are called the Master Metals, and in person they look so, there you go, you can see it, so reflective, just so gorgeous. So we are going to play with these as well. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, these are like light swatches, and they like Yeah. OMG. These look phenomenal, the back. Ooh. Okay. So I'm super excited about these. So he did also have the mix and medium for the mattes. You can make it into a line, I mean to the metals. You can make it into liner or whatever. I did not grab that. I just wanted to play with those. So we are going to start the eyes with the Master Mattes. And I don't know if I want to use the metals in this or not. I haven't decided. What is this for? I wonder what this is for. Oh, this is like the mix and medium tray, I think. So it comes with like the tray that you can like put in and put out. I think this is the mixing tray. That's so dope. We're gonna go in with the mattes, and he has a really good mirror. A really good mirror. So we're going to play with these, and yeah. Start with matte number 5. And this mirror does not go all the way back. So matte number 5 is this one right here. And we're going to run this all in the crease. So this is a very cool tone color on me. However, it gives a natural cool tone color, and I love it. This is a real nice, like, natural color. Super pretty. So I can also see me using this as a contour if, let's say, I'm out or I just want to take this palette only with me. I can see this as a really good contour to contour with in the palette. Next, we're gonna go in with matte number 8, and that is the far one all the way to the left. And we're gonna put this in the crease as well. Next, we're going to go into matte number 9, and that is the one under the first row to the right, and we're going to put this in the crease. We're going to use a smaller blending brush. This one is a lot warmer in color, so we're going to warm this piece up just a little bit more. To do the same thing to the lower lash line that we did to the lid of the eye. We're going to start with number 5, then we're going to work our way to number 8, and then finish off with number 9, smoking out that lower lash line. Okay, so here's the part that I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to go with these or give these their own moment in another video, which I think that's what I want to do, because they're so freaking pretty. I think I want to keep this just matte, but these are so gorgeous. It's so hard to say like, no, leave it. Oh my God, do you guys see that gold? Do you guys see that gold? OMG. And this is just the icy. This is perfect for winter. So I think I'm going to, as much as I don't want to, I'm going to save this for another video, and this is the Master Metals. This will get its own video because it is just so damn pretty. Alright, so we are going to go in. We're going to keep this look matte. And we're going to go in with matte number 2, which is this one. Can you see it? We're going to go in with matte number 2. And we're going to apply this all over the inner corner of the eye and the lid. Ooh. This is pigmented. I love it. Alright, so we're going to take the Morphe M505. This is a pointed blending brush, and we are going to soften up the inner corner of the eye using the same shade, dipping it in there twice because this is pigmented, tapping off the excess, and then soften the inner corner, and keeping this all matte. Soften. I'm going to mix and blend this softly into the crease. Also going to highlight my brow bone, and I'm going to highlight with matte number 4, which is, ooh, hold on. I'm going to highlight with matte number 4, which is this one right here on my brow bone. It's a little deeper in the color. There we go. Can y'all see? And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with this one, just pressing it on the brow bone. Then I'm going to take matte number 2 again and just put it on the arch only. So I think this is all I want to do with the eyes. Let me add a little bit more chocolate underneath. Okay, so I think this is all I want to do with the eyes. So far it came out super pretty. It is very, yeah, I really love this. It's super pretty, nice and subtle. The colors blend extremely well together. Yeah, so far so good. I really love this shadow and how it looks. So we are going to prep the lashes, and we also have a new mascara to try, and this is by Kosas. This is a clean brand, the Big Clean, and it's supposed to build a volume. So we are going to see. Hopefully it does not flake. So I do like the mascara. It's actually very pretty. Hopefully it doesn't flake throughout the rest of the day. Alright, I'm going to go with lashes, and for lashes, we're going to try these. They might be a little too heavy. These are by the NY Mink, well, LA Flare NY Mink. And these are one of my favorite lashes, and they are in the number NY60. So we are going to speed through this part and apply the lashes. So while that is drying, I want to take a little bit of this Pat McGrath under eye setting powder, and I'm going to just take this is in medium, and just dust away any excess powder that might have fallen. I also want to go into this palette And although the shadow pans are a little small, I want to try to use this to warm up my face as using blush and contour. So I think I want to go in with this number 9 shade, matte number 9, and I want to slightly warm up my face. So I'm just gonna try it out, even though it's super pigmented. Tap off the excess and run it along here. I really want to utilize this palette because it's all mattes and super neutral. If I was to ever just want to take a palette, I want to see if this could be the palette. So taking off my excess. A little bit forehead. I really like that. Gonna go in with matte number 8 and use it more so like slightly like a blush, and to soften up those edges of where I just applied that number 9 shade. Trying to stay away from that matte shade, the matte black. Just want to soften. Okay, let's apply these lashes before they set. In the inner corner, I'm just going to go in with this Wet n Wild liquid liner just to meet the lash band so it doesn't look like it starts and stops. I really like that. Alright, so we're going to try this mist again. This Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. So we are going to try this for a second time. We did apply the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, so I want to see how these two work paired together. Layering with the primer at the base and then finishing it off with this. So it says to shake it and then mist your face. And then I'm also going to mist it how I normally do when I set my face. Spray the sponge, and then I'm going to press all over my face with this sponge, because this is what I do with my other sprays. That's that. Next we're going to go in, we're going to highlight once again. So for this highlight, we're just going to kick it back old school, and we're going to go in the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and we are going to be using it in Molten Topaz, and we're just going to use a MAC 135 brush just because I want like a very wet looking highlight, and just dust it on the tops of the cheekbones. Super pretty. A little bit on the chin. Like such. And then I kind of want to top it off with the Jaclyn Hill powder and filling it, the loose powder. A little bit of the cheeks. Down your nose. Going with a more precise brush. Down the nose. kind of just like dusting it all over. Super pretty. Spray a little bit more. Tap the cheeks to give a little bit more glow on top. Super. Okay. So for lips, we are going to go fall. First, we're going to go in with Mahogany Lip Liner by MAC. And we are going to line our lips to give shape, definition, and so that the lipstick don't move. And it gives a more precise application. Especially because the lip that we're doing is going to be kind of dark. Not really, but a little bit. But it's fall. Next, we're going to go in with Damned by KVD. And we're going to use this as a liner. So I'm going to take a little bit off of the brush. Then I'm going to go in with like a small little detailed brush and line the lips over the Mahogany Lip Liner. Then we're going to go in with Gingerbread Man, and this is by Too Faced. So apply a little bit in the center. This definitely smells like ginger. Smells like fall. And this is the lip. So I kind of want to add one of these in here so bad. I really want to play with this so bad, but it deserves its own video. I kind of want to. Do I play with this or do I save it? That is the question. I kind of want to so bad. And if I do, it would be with this one. Whew, okay. We are going to we're going to give this its own video. Oh, that kills me. You guys don't know how much that kills me to give it its own video. So I do want to go in with a little bit of a nude liner. Put a little bit of the matte number 9 underneath the waterline and smoke that out. So that's what we're going to do a little bit now, and then we will come back. So we will be using the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Eyeliner in Super Bright. So we're going to apply this in the waterline, and then go in with matte number 9 and press it up against, well, underneath the lash line to accentuate the nude liner. So I'm going to do this and speed this up. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I'm going to zoom you guys out so we can chat about the products and everything that we tried today, especially the Makeup by Mario palettes. Alright, now that we're zoomed out, let's go over the products that we tried today. We're going to start in the order that we did the face. Of course, the Milk Hydra Grip Primer. This is not my first time using it. I really do love this primer. This is a 10 out of 10. It will always be a 10 out of 10. So if you're looking for a really good primer, go snatch this up. Now for foundation, today we did again try the NARS. I wanted to give it a second go. This is the Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and I used the shade New Caledonia. I did love it again. I love the color of it. I think it's very, very pretty. My only concern was I thought throughout the day when I tried it last time, I think it oxidized and it got a little bit darker, and it made all of this area darker than what it normally is, and it made me look like I had a mustache. So as of right now, looking in the mirror, let's take a look. I don't know if it hasn't been enough time or if it's because I tried a different powder with it last time, but it is not doing that right now. It looks extremely, extremely flawless, and I love it. I also did bring concealer a little bit further down than I normally do, so I brought it around here to catch the shadow and a little bit on my chin. But all in all, as of right now, I still love this foundation, and I am normal to dry, so like this deal is flawless. And we did not set the face with the powder. The only thing we set was the concealer in the bronzer area, and it's, yeah, you don't have to set this foundation. So if you are dry, don't worry about setting this this foundation at all, because it sets as a soft matte, and I have no tackiness whatsoever even after I sprayed my finishing spray. For concealers, I really did love these concealers. They are extremely gorgeous. I think it was a great balance to the soft matte foundation from NARS, because this is a little bit more hydrating and it has more glow. So I think these colors actually work extremely well. I love NYX products. The colors came out phenomenal. It blended out easy. It looks super flawless. It looks natural. I do feel like it's still medium coverage. I don't think it is extremely full. I do think you can build it up though. So I would invest in this if you're a makeup artist, or if you're just the everyday person that loves makeup. This is definitely like beauty on a budget, and it looks flawless. You wouldn't be able to tell that it's NYX or that it's inexpensive. So if you're looking for a new concealer and you are looking for more of the glowy feel, definitely grab the NYX Born to Glow concealers. They're extremely, extremely beautiful, and it paired very well with the NARS Soft Matte. So for cream contours, that's not new. I've used this plenty of times on my channel. Well, not on my channel, but I use it in real life a lot. And the Black Opal foundations as bronzers and contours they are phenomenal. They look very, very good. They blend out seamlessly on the skin. It does not set extremely fast where you have to move fast to work with it. It's beautiful, and it gives you a bang for your buck if you're looking for a bronzer that can go a long way, because you get a lot of products and you don't use that much. So also, if you are a working makeup artist, I think you should also look into these foundation sticks, because they will go a long way in your kit, one, and they look extremely gorgeous on the skin. So Black Opal, always good for me. The setting powder that we used was the Huda Beauty setting powder, and this was in Kunoff, and I love this one. As you guys know, I said it in my other video, I love the Huda Beauty setting powders. The smells are not too harsh. This one actually smells extremely good. I can tolerate the smell. Her spray, I can't tolerate the spray. It's extremely too strong. Even if I spray it on the sponge and press it into the skin, the smell is strong. So yeah, it holds extremely well, but it's like, is it worth it for the smell if I have to smell it for another freaking 10, 15, 20 minutes after I've done the makeup? Yeah, I don't. It's extremely strong, heavily fragranced. So, but this Huda powder is phenomenal. It's one of the first powders that I've used that as soon as I used it, I was like, oh my god, I love this. It was finely milled. It smelled nicely, but it just blended out seamlessly. I love her powders, so invest in her powders. They are definitely good powders. What else? Oh, so for face highlight, of course you guys know I love, well, you got the Maybelline Chrome highlighters. These are extremely pretty on the skin. This one is in Molted Topaz. especially blended out. You can make these go 0 to 100 real quick, so just be aware of that. But they are gorgeous, and you won't even know that they're like, what are these, like no more than $10? I don't even think they're that much, but they don't look like the drugstore makeup. They look like high-end makeup, so you can be flawless on a budget with this highlight. They have like five or six colors out that you would love. Next, of course, the Jaclyn Hill. You guys know I love this powder. You saw this in one of my spring makeup tutorials, and you saw my reaction to it initially. Not even because it's Jaclyn, even though I like Jaclyn. I have no issues with her. But her powders, these powders and specifically, are gorgeous on the skin. As soon as I put it on, it was flawless. Like, it was gorgeous. I wish I still had the clip so I could insert it, but it was on my other computer that crashed from water damage. Now ask me how that happens. I know how it happens. When you have a 3-year-old and a nephew that's a 4-year-old running around like maniacs. That's who did it. Next, what else? I guess that's it. So let's go into, oh no, the mascara from Kosas was really good. I think I'm going to use this not for lashes, but just like on an everyday basis and see how it is, to see if it flakes, because as of right now, I really do like it. I have no issues with it, and it's a clean brand, so that's also good. So volume, I didn't really see volume. I wonder if that's the claim one here. Let's see. Let's go to Sephora and see if that was a claim for the Kosas mascara. Kosas. All right. So a claim is the Big Clean plus Clean Volumizing plus Lash Care Mascara. A clean mascara for instantly big, fluffy lashes that help support natural lash growth and repair cycle. It has castor oil in it, pro vitamin B5, cruelty-free and gluten-free, and it comes in recyclable packaging. So volume, I don't feel like it gave me like va-va-voom volume. It didn't. Did it work well? Absolutely. It gave me more separation with slight volume and length versus volume. So if you're looking for volume, I don't know if this would be it. If you're looking for extreme volume, I don't know if this would be it. If you're looking for slight volume with more separation and length, then I think this would be it. If you're looking for benefits from your mascara to repair and help grow your lashes, then this could be it as well. But if you're specifically looking for like volume, I don't think this would be it. But other than that, I still am going to use this because I like this mascara. It definitely did something for my lashes. Let's see if it builds up dry. Let's see if it builds up dry on my bottom. Kyrie, go to bed. Yeah, not volume. You can build it up. Oh, it does look pretty. You can build it up. It's not flaking as I'm applying it, so it's definitely a great investment. It's definitely very pretty. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, on to the Makeup by Mario palette. Now let me wipe this baby off. I do like the packaging. Is very pretty, even though it is all white. I do like that the white is wipeable, because when playing with makeup and eyeshadows, you're going to be touching it. It's going to get messy. Makeup is not white. You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate that the white that he chose for his packaging is wipeable. Now, for the eyeshadows inside, I love this palette. I love that the mattes are formulated so good that they all blend together so seamlessly. I love that he has warm tone browns. I love that he has cool tone browns. I love that this palette is versatile, especially because sometimes if you're traveling and you're just like, you know, I want to take one palette and I don't want to do crazy looks, or, you know, just something basic and simple, you can add, this can be like your only palette. You can add it to other palettes. You can add it to shimmers. This is a great, this is a great palette. It was thought out very, very well, and that's what I like. That's how you can tell somebody's an artist, because it's super cohesive, and he thought about every skin tone. It's not just a palette for lighter skin tones, or it's not just a palette for deeper skin tones. It's a palette that is inclusive, and the colors are very thoughtful. They don't go ashy. They blend very nice. I feel like I could use every color, and sometimes I can't, and sometimes you have to make it work with certain brands, and I like that I don't have to make this work. I like that it works. So yes, I really love this warm color. I feel like this is an all seasons palette. You could use it springtime, summertime, wintertime. You can use it at any season. So it's something that you would grab a lot. It's also beginner friendly. So it's not something that you would look at and be like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? And this is my first time in makeup. It's something that you can actually use on a daily basis. This is a palette that I would take with me if I'm just going on a trip, and this palette only. I would feel comfortable taking only this palette, and not because he is Mario, or not because he's Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, but because it is a really good palette, and it was well thought out, and that's the artist, and that's the creator, or that's the thing that I'm looking for when buying makeup. The mirror is extremely clear. I really like this. I can even see myself using the darker color, these two colors for brows. So I feel like there's enough cool tones in here. Like if you forget your brow pencil, you could fill your brows in. You also saw that I did it as a blush and a bronzer with this color and this red color, and I love that. So, you know, some people don't think about using eyeshadows all over the face, but I do it when I'm on set. I do it if I'm doing makeup. I do powders for lip liners. I do it for it all because it's versatile. And if I don't have a color, I gotta figure that shit out. And sometimes shadows work the best. It holds the lipstick in place. I'll go over it with the liner first and set the powder on top as a liner. You can cut down how much you carry in your kit, and it just works. So I love that this palette was thought out. I love that the colors are good. I love that they blend out good, and I love that he didn't break the bank when it came to pricing. I like that he kept it affordable, and then it's in Sephora, so if you have points, and if you have over 500 points, that's $10 off. I love that he kept it reasonable for the consumers, and he didn't make it a high price ticket because of who he is. I like that he kept it at a point where anybody could, getting the palette is obtainable. So like, you drink Starbucks for 10 days, that's $5 to $6 a day. Even 14 and 13-year-olds are drinking Starbucks every day. They can save their money for a week and be able to afford this palette. And it's a good palette to have as a first-time palette. So yes, that's enough with this, but I really love this palette. This is definitely something that I'm going to be using on a daily when I'm not in quarantine. So kudos to Mario. I really love this palette, the Master Matte. It's definitely worth your money. If you're looking for a palette that is everyday, the only palette you want to take, you don't want to deal with a lot of things, this is definitely the way to go. We didn't get to play with this one, but I feel like this deserves its own video. And now that I see this mixing tray, I'm going to go get his mixing liquid to make it like budge proof, smudge proof. But just initially off me swatching them, they were like super hella creamy, smooth, pigmented. Just, I wasn't gonna get it just seeing online, but if you see this in person, you're gonna see why it's worth it. Oh, we also tried the sponge. I love this sponge. It's super soft. It reminds me of the e.l.f. sponge though. So if I had to choose between this and my e.l.f. total face sponge, I'm hands down gonna go with my e.l.f. total face sponge because that sponge is $4. And let's see how much this kit is, because this is the kit that comes with it and you can wash it. So makeup eraser sponge. This is $18, which is not bad because you do get this little wash thing in here. However, the e.l.f. sponge is $4. So if I had to choose, and if you're on a budget, definitely go with the e.l.f. face sponge. However, that is definitely a very good sponge. It blended out extremely well, and I like that it has the flat side, the pointed side. It just works. You can clean up, bake, it works, and it doesn't hold a lot of water, so that's definitely another good thing. You don't want your sponge to hold too much water when doing your makeup. But I am going to try to wash this in the washing machine with this little plastic thing and dry it, and it better not ruin it because the claim on it was machine washable. The claims on it was machine washable, lasts up to 6 months, no special cleaners. You could just throw it in there in the washing machine and go. So we're gonna try it out, and it's cruelty free, hypoallergenic, and vegan. So apply, wash, and dry, and those are the claims on it. So we're gonna try it out one day. So this is the completed look. That was my thought and my reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed. But before we go, I'm gonna take a couple of pictures, and then we are going to test it out, the wipes from Patrick Starrr. I've heard a lot of good things about this, but we're gonna put it to the test and see if it takes off everything in one wipe. I heard these wipes are extremely large, and yeah, so let me get my pictures and then we can take it all off. 1 second. Videos are recorded, pictures are taken. Now it's time to take this makeup off. We're going to be using the Patrick Starrr's one size wipes. So this is supposed to take off everything. We are going to see. I really wish I had somewhere to go. I'm about to wipe this bead off, even though it's 1:30 in the morning. So it gotta go. I gotta work. All right, so oh, it doesn't smell bad. Dang. So this is the makeup wipe. We're going to take off these lashes. I really don't want to take this makeup off. It's so pretty. Lashes need to come off. All right. Oh, this little shit. I don't like it all. Even though it says it's supposed to be like the juiciest wipes of life, this first wipe was not like juicy per se. Okay, so far so good. I kind of want to go in with one more wipe, but I feel like the oil, it feels like it has, yeah, it's like a slight oil to it. So if you're one of those people where you just kind of like want to wipe your makeup off late night or whatever the case may be, dang, my eyes look dark from these mascara, and be able to sleep in it. Me personally, I can't sleep without washing my makeup off because I feel like I have something on my skin, and this feels like you have oil or whatever it's made of still left over on your skin, and I break out very easy from leaving makeup on my skin. I will have a breakout the next day. So okay, oof. So makeup, it came off nicely. I love Patrick and I love his spirit, just in general, but I wouldn't spend, well, let me see before I say I wouldn't spend, because that one wipe did everything. Let's see how much these one size wipes were. one size. These wipes were, so the 20 pack is $21. 21 wipes is $15. 10 wipes are $8. Okay, so that's not bad. I probably would spend that. I don't mind spending that, even though I don't mind spending it. However, I use other things to take my makeup off. I do use wipes, but I still use other things to take my makeup off. I wouldn't mind spending $15. That's not unreasonable for wipes. However, these aren't irritating my eyes like the Neutrogena ones. I cannot use them on my eyes because they irritate my eyes. I love them for my face, but I can't use them on my eyes. So I like that I can use these, and these aren't like irritating my eyes right now at all. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my face. All right, so we're gonna end the video here. My thoughts on these wipes: they are not bad wipes. I would purchase them, but there are other alternatives out of there. So if you're on a budget, they have the smaller pack that comes with 10 wipes, and that's $8, and then the 21 pack is $15. Now, you can find makeup wipes in the store, so you have options with that. Mario had wipes as well, but I didn't get those. And I feel like I still need to wash my face, although he does not claim that you could just use this and go. He definitely says follow up with your cleanser, so can't take no points off that. I love Patrick. I have a liner that we're going to try out next time from him. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, wait, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share, and yeah, leave me what you want to see next in the description box, in the comment box, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye guys.